Hola amigos, bien ok. Oh, y bienvenido otro día tan bonita aquí en Medellín. Y seriamente necesito mi sombrero hoy, ¿no? Entonces, tema para hoy. Hoy es día 25. Y no, hoy estoy tomando día para revisar en total los verbos por los días pasados. Porque, como dice ayer, hay muchos. En este punto el estudio es un poco complicado. Entonces, quiero compartir otro tema cortico con ustedes hoy. Ese es para demostrar una técnica, por ejemplo, que tú puedes utilizar para mejorar tu práctica y últimamente para mejorar tu fluidez también, ¿no? Claro, ustedes saber que yo hablo más con este tema para preparar diálogos, preparar oraciones útiles por algunas situaciones que nosotros podemos planear. Y eso ese es un parte con un ejercicio para mejorar esta forma de práctica. Este es para revisar las dos partes con cualquier conversación, no solo tus palabras, para también las palabras por la otra persona. So, day 25. Yes. Well, I'm still revising the verbs from the other day. And that's still a bit complicated, but to help me with this, and also to bring you something a bit different to think about today, I have a different technique, if you like, to suggest perhaps we can use to help us practice with our dialogues, to help us improve our fluency generally, and a different way to focus on our practice. So this is motivated really, partly today I was having a conversation with a new student of mine, and in common with all my new students, obviously we have to get to know each other a bit more, so we do more introductions. Tell me more about yourself. What's your experience in the past? What are you studying for now? These kind of questions. And it got me to thinking that really, if we work on this as like a dialogue practice, we can use lots of different elements to help us revise what we already know, and then again to improve what we could potentially say. So if you take it line by line, quite a simple conversation, something like, where are you from? Well, I'm from London. How long were you living there? Well, I was living there about 50 years, give or take. Where do you live now? Well, now I live in Medellín. You see how you can develop the conversation. But if you learn both parts of the dialogue, so not just your answer, but you also think carefully about what the other person could ask you. This helps you two ways. It helps you get used to the different vocabulary you're likely to hear, and also you can get to practice the different changes perhaps in some of particularly the verbs. That's my topic for the moment, but you get to practice some of the changes in how we structure questions rather than answers, things like that. So again, like we're preparing for any kind of dialogue, if we're learning both sets of lines, now we get to look at not just, as I say, not just our lines, not just what we need to say, but also we get much better at predicting what the other person is likely to say. And we can expand that out. I mean, you can really look for how many different questions could you get asked, for instance, about, your past. What kind of job did you have? What did you study? Tell me about your family. All sorts of questions. The more of these you can predict and think perhaps of an answer for, again, the better prepared you are. So that's my tip for today, because it gives you a very practical way of putting to use all the new vocabulary that you've picked up over the last 20 odd days. See how much of that you can work back into these type of question dialogues, and see how that helps you, again, find different ways to express yourself on different topics. Because the more of this we practice, along with our reading out loud, the more confidence we have in the way we sound, the more control we have over our voice. So generally, the better prepared we are for any conversation we're going to have in the future. So that's the tip for today. I'm now going back to look at some of the verbs and where I can hopefully reuse them again. But wherever you are, I hope you too are enjoying a sunny afternoon such as we have here in Medellin. So for now at least, I'll bid you a fine afternoon, and cheerio for now.